Go ahead and share this right now. As soon as you see it, let it be a blessing to as many people as you can. I've got a different angle now, so probably won't be looking at you as much since I am driving. So when I get to places where I'm stopped, I may glance at you. But I do want to encourage you to plan to work and then work your plan. Last week we talked about packing your patience. I know that we're in a new year. We're wrapping up January the next couple of weeks. And there's a lot of things that, most people plan to do in a year. Professionally, personally, spiritually, you have goals, you have things you have set up to accomplish. But one of the things that we have to do is remember to not just set a goal, but we have to set a plan for that goal. You can't just have a goal and just, all right, it'll happen one day. No, I don't. I'm going to be a millionaire. Why? How? Well, because God said I can. Well, first of all, did he? And then second of all, all right, but how you going to get there? What are you going to do? I'm trusting God. Well, no, that's not a plan. That is part of the plan. That is, the overall thing you have to do with a plan. But you still have to have a plan. You have to put some works to what you believe. Scripture tells us that faith without works is dead. It's just nothing, right? You can believe all you want to. If you don't do anything, then you have not put any action to your faith. So when you say you have a goal for this year, when you have a plan for this year, even if it's financial, if it's whatever it is, you have to have a plan to get there. You have to set a process in place that will get you to your goal. Doesn't mean you have to know everything. Doesn't mean you're going to be able to prepare for everything. But you do have to have things in place that will get you to where you're going. You do want to prepare for some contingencies. You want to prepare for some deviations. You want to prepare for some possible setbacks in your plan. And then once you have a solid plan, that's where trusting God, believing God, praying and talking to God to get that plan together. Once you've done that, and now God has seen your plan, you've written the vision. See, he tells us, the scripture gives us how to be successful. He told us to write the vision and to make it plain upon the tables so they may run that read it. In other words, people can't get to work, can't do, and can't be excited about what you got planned and what you're working on if you don't have a plan, if you don't present a plan. So, get your plan together. Now, once you have your plan together, then you got to be willing to work the plan. You can't get ahead of the plan. So again, part of my job is to prepare for things that could be, the what ifs of life. And it also includes finding the root cause of things, root cause analysis. One of the biggest mistakes you could make in a root cause analysis is to think you already know the root cause before you've done any analyzing of the data or the circumstance because of history or because of which I just noticed what it was. Because what will happen is your mind will be set on that root cause and you'll be blinded, even if it's subconsciously, to what could be other possible root causes in the situation. So when you have a plan, you work that plan. You don't deviate from the plan just because you feel like, all right, it's not working fast enough. It's not happening fast enough. I got this plan, but I packed my patience like we talked about last week, but I feel like I can just move this along. I can hurry this along. No. Once you have a plan, work the plan. Particularly once you have a plan and you sought God concerning the plan. See, if you're seeking God in all your ways, if you're asking him what to do, then you have to trust him with the plan and work the plan. Take the time it takes. Trust God. That's where trusting God. See, it really takes more faith to trust God to work through a plan than it does to just trust God that something just going to miraculously pop up. We that's what we want. We want everything to just poof, it's good, we're ready. But trusting God really comes into play when you have to work a plan that God has ordained. We shouldn't be planning anything that God hadn't ordained. But once you've sought the Lord and asked God for guidance and then you have to work that plan and let it come to pass in its timing. It may not happen this year. It may not happen this month. It may not happen today. But if God has given you a plan, if you have a plan to work the plan and trust God because he's faithful. He will do everything that he promised you he'd do. Listen, I love you with the love of the Lord, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And I'm so grateful to be able to come to you this morning, as well as during our worship service today. Around 11 o'clock, we should be streaming live from our sanctuary. You're welcome to join us in person if you feel healthy and comfortable. Get there early. I suggest everyone start coming about 10:30 so that we can go through the proper screening and everybody can get a good seat, and then we can get started, okay, at 11 o'clock. If you're not comfortable, or if you don't feel well, or you've been around someone that may be unhealthy, then join us virtually. We'll be live on Facebook as well as YouTube during the worship service today. So you have several opportunities to be with us. We want you to join us. We want you to enjoy Jesus with us. I do ask, even if you do virtual worship today, worship for real. Set the atmosphere even in your home. Turn everything off. Get the family together. Just because you ain't going to church don't mean your children ain't got to participate in virtual worship. Get everybody together. Train everybody up in the way they should go, even in the midst of this pandemic. And let's worship God in spirit and in truth. Set the atmosphere. If you're waiting on the service to start, because it's going to be a little after 11 o'clock before the live stream pops up and you get the notification, I encourage you to look for this seal. Go to Temple of Praise on Facebook, or look for Temple of Praise on YouTube. Look for that seal, and then make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and you follow our Facebook page so you can get those notifications of when we're live and when we're ready to go live and worship and everything. So you'll be ready for us. But while you're waiting on those notifications, you can be at home in your space that you're going to worship in, and just singing to the Lord and talking to the Lord, praying to the Lord. Get ready for worship, because I want God to bless you, and I know that he's able. I know that he's willing, and it's all up to us to be ready, willing, and able to receive what he has for us. Okay? I love everybody with the love of the Lord. There's nothing you can do about it, and I hope to see you very soon at the top. God